We back with the Boxing Clinic. You know what it is. Speaking on Canelo Alvarez taking on Gennady Golovkin. Final thoughts, a little bit of weigh-in reaction as well. Both guys weighed in at 160. Both look good and ready to go. Canelo looks like he might be a little bit hungry, a little agitated. Ready to get that Pedialyte or that Gatorade and some food in his system. Gennady Golovkin looks like he's comfortable, like a boss, like he's ready to win, look like he's very confident. Look a little soft in the middle section, but he's ready to go. Hopefully Canelo Alvarez takes note of that. But, Golovkin been waiting on this fight for a long time. Canelo been hiding out at Super Canelo weight, 155, 154 for a long time. And, he even jumped up to 164 and a half, before he went to 160. So this is a 160-pound, fully fledged, regulated debut. And, hopefully he's ready. Hopefully he got a good game plan. And hopefully he got a plan A, B, and C. Both of these guys. And Kevin Kelly, said something. I think that's his name, for a person I seen back in the day, and his person I seen American debut. And he said something interesting. He said, when you're moving up in weight, you don't want to put on that muscle and pack on that muscle. He said you want to be finesse. You want to beat them with skills, with speed. That's how you want to win when you want to move up. He said you can put all the muscle you want in the world on. Don't mean you're gonna crack harder. He said a bodybuilder like Jay Cutler, you can put that muscle on and still can't punch. And he's definitely right. But the difference is, with that comparison or that statement that he made is Canelo Alvarez is probably naturally the bigger guy than Gennady Golovkin. I'm not saying he's stronger. He's naturally the bigger guy. He's just been hiding out at 154 or 155. This is not a move up in weight so much, in a regular sense for Canelo Alvarez. This is a guy that's been just, draining himself to make smaller weight classes. And that's a true statement in my opinion. And, this is a guy that we never seen fight at a regular 160 pounds. And I think he might be at home here. He might be a little bit quicker. He might have a little bit more stamina, a little bit more energy. He might even hit a little bit more harder, fighting at more of a natural weight for him, And, a lot of people underestimating that part. And for Golovkin, this is a guy, who ain't really fought the best competition. He ain't really sought to fight the best competition. He haven't compromised anything. He didn't want to move down. He didn't want to move up to fight Froch or Andre Ward. He wanted to stay at 160 and everybody come to him like he was the A side. But he wasn't the A side. And the A side typically controlled his career for a long time, and that's Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is the reason Triple G didn't take any risks, because he knew that money fight was going to happen for him, and that money he didn't want to risk losing that big money fight. You can't blame him. And both of these guys, know each other well. They spar with each other, and I'm pretty sure both of these guys are ready to go. Last minute battle strategy. I think Canelo, it's important for him not to be scared to go to the body. With that soft body looking in the stomach for Golovkin, Golovkin can't take him to the body, I'm trying to tell you. We've seen Kovalev not be able to take it to the body. Provodnikov is another Eastern European that can't take him to the body. And Matisse a little soft in the body as well, even though it's a 140. A lot of these guys, that come from Eastern Europe, a lot of these guys are scared to exchange body blows. That's our investment later in the fight, and exchange it for a headshot that can end it right there. Canelo can't have that fear, He got to be able to take Triple G's energy out, early. The body attack should be early. In the perfect world, he should have more punches thrown and landed to the body than anything. And then when those hands start coming down for Gennady Golovkin, middle in the fight, I think he should start tearing him up to the head. He's going to have to get this man energy level down. And I noticed in the tape with Danny Jacob landed some, he spotted here with some good hard body shots, and Golovkin, it just stopped him. It really drained him. He didn't have all that high energy that he had in other fights. And the same thing went with Kovalev. Guys were scared to go to the body. Guys let Kovalev keep them at the end of their punches, and you let guys that can punch get leverage and keep them at the end of their punches. It's a death certificate. You got to take a chance. You can't just sit there and try to survive and not try to be innovative and try something that another fighter hasn't done before. And hopefully Canelo doesn't fall into that trap and not trying to be innovative versus Gennady Golovkin. You say, oh, he couldn't do it, so I know I can't do it. That type of shit. You have to get to the body. You have to get on the inside. Golovkin is limited in inside fighting. Eastern Europeans, other than Lomachenko and probably a select few, are limited on the inside fighting. Canelo needs to keep it close. Stay close to that man's chest and kill the body. I think that's very important for Golovkin. He needs to come out there and show no respect. I understand that he's a slow starter. He feels you out. He puts pressure early in rounds with his feet and with his jab and him getting you in fucked up positions and mentally having you kind of afraid to punch, mentally afraid to punch because you're scared that he's going to lay your ass out with a counter. So, but he got to kill it after this fight. He got to come out like James Kirkland came out versus Canelo Alvarez and put him on the ropes and take advantage of that rope-a-dope shit, man, and go to the body. You know, I think it's important for Golovkin to go to the body as well. Nobody talking about. But I know Golovkin, he probably going to he going to work upstairs and downstairs, but I think he tries not to fight with anger. Abel Sanchez tried to tell him stay composed and not fight with anger and fight your fight. And I think it's positive, you know. I think he should shoot the jab, but the difference is people saying, oh, if he fights like he fought with David Lemieux, like Kevin Kelly said, whatever his name is, you know, he'll win. But this ain't David Lemieux. David Lemieux has no head movement, has no jab, has no boxing skill. He's a slugger. That's it. With nothing else. He's a brawler with no fucking attributes to bring to the table that can beat a Golovkin. Canelo can slip a jab. Canelo has a great jab. Canelo can step over. Canelo can counter. Canelo can do a lot of different things in there that David Lemieux is not tuned up to do to be able to do. And that's a real natural fact right there. And also, this fight is going to start at 11 p.m. The card is starting at 8 p.m. Both of them Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific for the 8, and 11 is what 8 Pacific Standard Time. Excuse me. So it's going to start a little bit early, and thanks to Oscar and Golden Boy for that, because them late starts like the Conor and Mayweather, nobody want to be staying up late. People got church, work, all that stuff to do, and they need to you know, get the ball rolling quick. This is a shitty undercard, I must say. I'm not fond of it. Probably won't even pay attention to it. I'll probably sleep or do something else all the way up to around 11 p.m. Tune in to the broadcast. Hit the mute button on if it's HBO or if I get a Box Nation or UK broadcast, I'll be ready to go. But a lot of people are rooting for Gennady Golovkin to get the job done. And, you know, so be it. But I just, his competition level, you know, hasn't been the greatest. Danny Jacobs is a guy that's been dropped and knocked out before, and that's his biggest step up in competition. I must, you know, keep saying that. You know, Kell Brook had some success. That was another biggest step up in the competition. Martin Murray was a good fight, but he ain't really did shit before and since then, but he's a good fighter. Canelo Alvarez has been in these mega fights over and over again, so he knows what to expect. He knows to be comfortable. He said this is a tougher fight than the Floyd Mayweather fight. Yes, but at the end of the day, really the fight comes down to this, man. It comes down to Canelo's chin and Canelo's stamina at 160. And we got to see if can he really take a punch. He might go out there and just get pummeled early on and get knocked out. But it's going to be up to him. Do he want to take the risk to go to the body and take a chance or not? But we'll see. We gone.